Yo, what's good? It's your boy Knock Rio. We're gonna do a little video today, kind of piggybacking off of yesterday's video where we set up a free beat store, right? So hopefully some of you guys are in the process of setting up your free beat store with Podia and PayHip, and maybe you've even thrown Canva in the mix. So let's go through my process here. I made a beat yesterday. It's for the $99 exclusive beat series. So we want to take that beat and just take it from the files that we have, the MP3 file or whatever, and we're going to take that and put that on our social medias, and then we're going to turn around and put it on the Beatstore as well. And I'm going to show you that entire process that I do to kind of get to that point. So let's take a look here. It's called New Joint 21. That's just kind of my naming convention. Go to my bounce files in Pro Tools, and you can see I have a tagged version and then the untagged version. The tagged version will go onto social media. The untagged version will go onto the beat store. So when someone purchases the beat, they get that MP3 right away, and it's untagged, right? So where do we start? Well, let's go over here to my Canva. And in my Canva, let's drop that really quickly. In my Canva, I typically like to keep things in a template. So I've made a template here with a landscape version and then a portrait version. Now the landscape version is the full version visualizer that will go on YouTube. So they get the full beat and they can write to the full beat, even though it's tagged. And then you have the portrait version, which will be for all of my stories or reels or whatever. We'll have I pretty much leave it under 60 seconds. I try to make it under 60 seconds so that it fits for like a short. And so we're just going to go through the process of putting this all together so that we can actually get it out there for the public to see. So I've already kind of created these two files. Typically what I'll do is I'll just look at the last ones that I created, like these ones here over on the right. Just hit the little button here and make a copy. And then I'll rename it, according to whatever it is. I'll come down here and I'll just rename it. These have already been renamed to New Joint 21 Undefeated. Because I started the video already and the system crashed, so I'm starting again. So that's the reason why I'm not showing you that. But I'm going to show you the rest of this process. This is all pretty much a template. It's got all the pages set up in the video already. We may not use all the pages, but we're just gonna adjust the title more than anything. So I'm going to go ahead and copy that again. I've already started some of these, so you can see that the name is there. Some of them that we go through will not have the name because we kind of crashed like right in the middle of what we were doing. So let's see if we got that far, or if it recorded everything up to that far. I think we got through everything. I'm just going to make sure all of the screens have the same title on it. They should. I just don't know where it stopped saving when it crashed. Yeah, looks like all those are the same. Okay, all of those are the same. I think where we were down here in this purple line, which actually happens to be the beat. We're going to copy that. You can see the beat is there. I'm going to delete it because that's the old beat from when we copied the file over. So we're going to need to upload the new beat, which is going to be here in our folder. We want the tagged beat because this is going to go on to YouTube, right? So I'm going to grab this and I'm just going to slide it over here onto this first window. And that will upload. You can see it kind of uploading here. It's an MP3, so it ain't going to take that long. It's only 8 megabytes, so it doesn't take that long to upload. I'm going to go here and then I'm going to drag this file out until the end. I'll see where it fades out, kind of where the file ends. And so we're talking about 3 minutes and 35 seconds right now. So we're probably not going to use all of the slides up top here, or we'll be able to cut them down just a little bit time-wise. Just depends on what we're doing here. So the title of the track is called Undefeated. So we're going to need to find some things that might fit that. You don't have to be super accurate. It doesn't have to be, it's not a music video or anything like that. all we're really trying to do at this point is just get the vibe of the song, right? So I might look for something like a rapper or something like that. And what are other things about Undefeated? Being a champion, some type of sports theme or something like that. Let's go sports champ. I don't know. We'll just kind of search it up, right? And see if there are any videos there that kind of work for that, right? Didn't quite work, so let's go all the way out to champion. There we go, right? So we got something with a trophy. We got a guy who's working out here or whatever. So, you know, we can kind of extrapolate that over to like something talking about, you know, maybe, you know, rappers or whatever. They're the champions, right? So maybe we'll use something like this. So I just click on that. I am on the pro version, so I have access to the pro stuff too. So these are things that you'll have access to as a pro. Now it's over here, but I can still see that other video behind it. So all I have to do really is right click it, and I'm going to replace the background. And now I've got that on top of my beat. Now this is 34 seconds long. That's probably going to be really, really long. So we can just slide it down. I could just grab it from the end and kind of slide it down. And then as we go, we'll just adjust these until we have our 3 minutes and 35 seconds or whatever it is. What is this? This is kind of like some trophy stuff here. Got some basketball. We've got a guy kind of working out type thing. We've got a girl kind of doing her thing on the ropes too. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff that we can do, that we can use here, right? So yeah, something like this might be cool. Let's right click on that, replace the background. Yeah, it's only 11 seconds. That's about right. That's pretty short. That's cool. Maybe we can do something with this basketball. Yeah, let's do that. It's like 29 seconds, so we're probably going to cut that down. I think that looks like the old Jason Williams commercial or whatever. I think it wasn't it Jason Williams Nike commercial or whatever? Or I think it had a bunch of athletes in that particular commercial, right? This is just a repeat of the first slide, kind of just giving them information. I got like a cassette tape behind it or whatever, just a video of that, a running cassette tape, just something to keep them familiar, right? Whenever they see that, they know it's one of my videos. Let's go here. Let's see. Can find some more things. Let's see here. You don't want it to be too corny at the same time, but you want to just convey the idea, right? So let's maybe put this on there. Let's find something with like maybe a rapper or something like that, because we are selling beats, so we want someone to feel like maybe they can rap to it or whatever. Let's maybe take this, replace the background. That's like 13 seconds or so. This one was like 18 seconds. We might want to cut that down just a little bit. Let's go here and let's see if we got something else that we can use. Let's see. Just want to kind of catch the vibe of maybe the track or whatever, and you know, just make people feel like they've got an idea for, you know, what the lyrics might sound like. Maybe an idea of, you know, how they might approach the song. That's something that you can do, right? So let's go ahead and do that. That one there. It's like 25 seconds, so I'm going to cut it down. Cut it back down to here. Maybe about 12 seconds or so. We just want to catch the vibe of it. That's all. You know, and every once in a while, like I said, we're going to intersperse that first screen. Let's see. Let's just go champion here. And let's see if we can find something that's not corny. You know, let's see. There's going to be a lot of corny stuff, but we're going to find something that's not so corny, right? Let's see here. It's cool, the guy on the slides or whatever. Let's see. No. I like to use real people. I don't really like to use so much, you know, animated stuff, but it's possible. You can use that. There's something cool that we could probably put there. This beat is a little bit slower beat. I'll play it for you in just a little bit here. I just like to kind of get this set up. You know, it's a little bit slower beat. It's not the fastest beat in the world. So I want images that are not like, you know, moving super fast either, right? Let's see, what else can we get here? And I typically want landscape videos. We could throw something like that in there. Go here. And let's do some more rapper stuff. It's kind of something we could put in there, right? So let's replace the background for that. All this is a visualizer, so it's not, you know, your official video or anything like that. You're just trying to, you know, give them an idea of how to like kind of approach the song, right? Let's see. We might use that other one up there or whatever, and then maybe, okay, man, what about this? This is cool. All right, we're gonna shut this, cut it down to maybe like 10 seconds. And now you can see we're kind of at the end here. So we've got everything that we pretty much need. Now this audio file, I typically leave it as it is, but you can adjust the amount of volume on it. You can turn it up, turn it down. I wouldn't suggest turning it way up or whatever. This file is kind of mastered already, so I don't want to be turning it up way past 100. That's not what I want to do here. But you can actually chop it. You can actually chop this this beat. Just, you know, splice it here. If you go here, say put the cursor here, and then you want to split the audio, you can split it. I'm not gonna do that for right now. It'll be seamless when you create the video, so they're not even gonna hear it. As long as you don't move anything around, you're gonna be fine, right? But if you wanted to like take certain sections of it and lower it, maybe because you did something vocally over the top or something like that, you could actually lower that section of the music if you wanted to. Just splice it in two areas and lower that section. So there's a lot of things that you can do actually in Canva that are actually pretty cool. It's pretty comprehensive. So I'm going to go ahead and play this. Hopefully it's not too loud. Matter of fact, I'm going to take this and I'm going to adjust this volume down just a little bit just to make sure that we don't, you know, blow anybody's ears out or anything like that, because I don't know what it sounds like yet. But we're going to go ahead and play it here. And hopefully you guys can hear that. I'm turning the volume down in here in the studio so that I don't, you know, feed back into the mic. All right, but yeah, I can hear that on my headphones going.
Knock real deep. $99 exclusive.
You can see it's a slow video or whatever. All we're doing is making the video, right? So we're not done yet, right? So we've kind of got our visualizer here. I'm not going to watch through the whole thing or whatever like that. I'm pretty sure kind of what I've got here. I just want to make sure that nothing is too long. You know, 13 seconds, 15 seconds. That's not terrible. As long as it fills it out until the end and I've got enough changes in it, I'm good. I can see there's a little beat left here. So I might want to just take this last one, slide it out a little bit, and have it fill in until the rest of the fade out. That's something that you might want to look for, right? But then from there, it can be downloaded. So let's not do that right away. We're gonna open up another window. I'm gonna open up another Canva, and now we're gonna do the portrait version. So I already got that set up here. Here's the portrait version for our stories and all of that. This is gonna be pretty easy to do. So I'm gonna grab this title, just copy it. I'm gonna take this title. Oops. I deleted the whole thing by accident. You got to be careful that you don't delete the whole thing. You got to make sure it's selected, and then you can hit the trash on it, and then I can just paste. Typically on this, I'll kind of set it up this way. That's fine, I guess. We can, yeah. We'll just make it a little bit larger by bringing up the font. I'll take this and I'll slide it up just a little bit. The little pink line there, it shows you whether you're centered or not. So that's kind of cool. It's got a lot of tools like that to make sure that you look good and professional, right? So I'm just going to go to each slide, take out what's there, and paste the new title. All of the other stuff, the logos and all that stuff, the $99 exclusive beats and all that blurb stuff, all that's going to stay the same. Let's see. This is very different. Something's wrong here. So let's take this. I'm just going to duplicate this, and I'm going to delete this one, because I'm going to change the video background anyway. I just want everything to look the same. I don't know why that other one wasn't the same. And then on the end, we're going to change this last one too, so that it has the same titling. So now the whole video all the way through is going to have the same title. This is going to be less than a minute. So right now you see we're sitting at about 57 seconds. The other thing I need to do is delete the old beat and add the new one. So I'm going to go here to my uploads, go to audio, and here's my new joint 21. So I'm going to make sure my cursor is at the beginning, which is going to be here instead of at the end, because it's going to dump it in on the end, and I don't want that. So I'm going to go here to my uploads, audio, new joint 21, and now you'll notice that it filled it in to the end of the minute. Now, while that's highlighted, what I like to do is go ahead and fade the end. And typically I'll do like a 3-second fade out. Fade it, click, and then on the end here, you've got a fade out on the end. I like to check that. Let's go ahead and listen to it. Okay, so it didn't do it. So let's go back to it. Let's go back to fade. Oh, for whatever reason it didn't take it. Maybe I forgot to hit enter. Now we have a fade out. Let's listen again. So it fades out kind of nicely. That's cool. And the only thing we need to do now is change the background. So this one's going to stay the same. It's kind of the same background as the other, just inverted just a little bit. And then we're going to change these. So how do we do that? I just go here, make sure that I'm selecting the background that I want to use. I'm probably going to use this one because the people are kind of in the middle. And then, so I want that to kind of be the way that it looks in a portrait version, because it's going to be not as wide as the landscape version. So let's go ahead and select this. Make sure I select the back end. All I'm going to do is copy it, go over here to this other window and paste. And now I've got the video in a portrait version, right? I just go to the next one, do the same thing. And I just pick random pieces. It doesn't have to be in the same order, doesn't have to be anything like that, as long as it fits, right? That's probably not going to work because he's not right in the middle. This guy is more in the middle, so let's go ahead and select this one, copy it, paste, and it'll replace the background, right? So now we got him going on in the background here. We'll go to the next one, find another slide from the old side here. Maybe I'll do this guy that's rapping. I'm gonna copy that, paste. Kind of throws him right in the middle, right? You can see this has got up to like 117 now, so it's getting a little bit long. So there's gonna be somewhere in here that we're gonna cut down just a little bit on the length of these. So, you know, this one was over 12, so we'll cut it down to under 10. This is 12, so we're gonna cut this down to like 9 something. Don't have to be real accurate. We just got to get this down to maybe like 57 to 58 seconds. Don't put it all the way at 1 minute, because sometimes it won't take it on YouTube, because it's like, it says 60 seconds is the amount, but if you're like 60.02 seconds or something, it's going to make it, you know, it's not going to take it when we need to put it into like metricool for like the story. It'll maybe want it to be a reel or something. So we want to make sure it's around 57, 58 seconds. Just depends on, you know, how long you want it to be. Let's see here. We've already got something like that. what do we got here? Oh, what is this? This can't be here. So this is wrong, right? So we need to switch this one. I guess I missed one back here on this landscape. So let's find something else that works, right? I think we've used that before. Let's see. We use this guy a lot. Let's find something else that works. Let's see. Let's see. Let's try that, right? Let's go ahead and replace the background with that. Now we got to go and fix the length, right? Let's fix the length so that we're back where we were. Good. We're kind of right where we were, so we fixed that. So you just got to be mindful that you've changed everything. That's going to be important. I'm going to copy this background. She's like right in the middle, so I think that'll work well for something like that's in portrait mode. That's going to be fine. We're still sitting here about 108, so we're still going to cut down some of these just a little bit. 105. Is there anything else out here that's a little bit long? Yeah, this one's like 11 seconds. Let's kind of drop this one. We're sitting right about 101. We can probably take a little bit off of the end here, right? We could probably cut this down. That's right at 1. It's 59. All right, so that's 58. That should give us enough room so that it doesn't slide over and not be applicable to YouTube. So we need to do one more slide, so we're going to do one more. Let's see here. Maybe not that. Let's see here. Let's go back over. Maybe we'll take this guy because I think he's in the middle too, right? So this changed our. We don't want it to change it. Let's go here. That means we didn't grab it correctly. We're gonna grab this. We're gonna go here, and we're gonna change that, right? Now that's 15 seconds. It's gonna be too long. We're gonna drop this down. Get back to our 58-second mark, right? We've got our fade out still on there. And so now we've got a little video that we can use. I'll go ahead and play it. I'm gonna make sure you guys can hear that.
Knock real deep. The $99 exclusive beat series. If you hear this tag, it ain't paid for. Tell them to get at.
That's fine. I thought we changed that one, but I'll leave it like that. That's fine. It fits. So that's our portrait version, right? So what we've created now is the landscape version that can go on YouTube, and now we have the portrait version that can go across all of our social medias to kind of point us to the YouTube page. And from the YouTube page, we can point them out to PayHip to actually buy the beat. So let's go ahead and set all that up really quickly. Let's go here. First off, I'm going to download this. Just go to my share, download. It's already 1080p. I'm just going to hit download because that's how I want it to be. And we'll let that download. And this is the shorter one, so I'll kind of let that get done because if you go away from the screen, it may not continue to download. So I want to make sure that this download happens. Oops, we've got something in there that I didn't anticipate. Okay, this has got to come out, whatever that is. So let's download it again. Share, download. All right, so we're gonna go get rid of that one that we just downloaded because that's not gonna work for us. I had a little error in there. Little things like that you gotta be just mindful of. You do wanna watch through it. Make sure that you've got everything that you intended to put there and nothing that was not intended. Let's go back here. Okay, good. So that's our beat there. So let's see if this downloads. And it'll just go into my download folder, right? So I'm going to start this download. Share, download, all the pages, 1080p. We're going to be fine. Everything is going to work out really, really fine for us here. So now that that's going, we can go over here to YouTube. So I'm going to go to my YouTube page here. And I kind of like to have this up here twice. I'm going to show you why in just a minute. On the second one, I'm going to go over here to my videos. Right. I'm going to look for, say like this is the last beat that I put up. I need all of this. I need all of this text here. The only thing that we're going to change is the title and the link. This is a link to the Payhip, so that's going to show up on the beat so that it'll take them to your Beatstore if they want to buy that beat. So let's go ahead and set this up, right? That's the details that we needed. You can close one of these. We're going to go ahead and click our create button here, upload video. Right? So do we have our downloaded video yet? Let's go ahead over here and look in our downloads folder, see if, okay, so we do have our landscape version. So we're going to take this landscape version. I'm going to slide that over onto my upload videos, and I'm going to replace this information that I have set up for some other stuff that I do, right? I'm just going to take that out, copy the information in. This is going to be new joint 21. Undefeated is the beat name. We're going to take out that address so that it doesn't go to the wrong beat. And then all I'm really going to do is take this title and I'm going to stick it up top. Right? Everything else is there. How to contact me, liner notes and all that stuff. The thumbnail, we're going to allow that just to be from the video itself. I'm not really too worried about that. I'm going to stick it on the playlist for the $99 exclusive beats. It's not made for kids. I don't really worry about the tags and all that kind of stuff. We'll just go with what we got here. So we see the beat populating here. We see the address for it. That's going to be important. So I'm going to copy that. I'm going to add an end screen because I do want it to recommend another video of mine when it gets to the end. So it'll recommend that, and then it'll have a subscribe button as well. Go next. It's going to check the copyright. It's going to take like 10 minutes to do that. Oh, no, it didn't find any issues. That's good. It's done. We can actually set this as an instant premiere. I'm going to go ahead and publish it. That's typically what I'll do, is just publish it like that. Make sure we have the address and close. And now that should be in my content list. It should populate for people who are looking for these beats. When they come out, it'll go out to my subscribers, and they'll be notified that I have a new beat up, right? So let's go here. We can close this window now. I'm going to use another tool that I didn't talk about yesterday called Metricool. Metricool is where you can put, say, something like this portrait video into all of your social media sites at the same time. So we're going to show you that. One thing I need to do prior to that is I'm going to go over here to my Google Drive, and I'm going to take that portrait video and put it in a folder here. This is all my 60-second media, like 60-second or less, because I want that all in one place because I reuse these medias for my reels and for my stories and stuff like this. I reuse them. So I'm going to slide this over, and you can see it uploading here, right? It's uploading the new Joint 21. You're going to see why that's important here on Metricool. So I'm going to go ahead and sign into Metricool. Log in. It already knows Knock Real Beats is my account here. I'm going to go to planning, which is the calendar. And I want this to come out today. So we're only just hitting about 10 o'clock right now. I can look here and see kind of in the heat map where is a good time to kind of release or when people are actually on the social medias. So this particular one is Instagram. But you can see what the best time is for YouTube or Instagram or whatever. You can find out what the best time is, right? If I go to YouTube, it's going to show me a different heat map, right? So let's go here to Instagram. And we're going to say, I can see it's kind of dark here at 12. So let's go to noon. I'm going to take that address that I got from YouTube and I'm going to copy it in here, right? I can also put in there now, buy this beat here. Oops. Oops. This keyboard's a little different in in Brazil. The keyboards are a little bit different, so the symbols don't match up to where they're supposed to be. So that's why I have problems. So let's see, YouTube visualizer, and we're gonna do this, and we're gonna have buy this beat here. Then I'm gonna go add my video by going here. See, I can select Google Drive now. They didn't used to have this, but now they do. So I'm gonna go ahead and log into my Google Drive, select the account, makes you log in every time and hit the permission on it. But I'm gonna go to my drive. I want to go to my 60-second media, and then I'm going to be looking for that beat, right, that I just uploaded, the new Joint 21, right? It's going to be here, so I'm just going to click on it and accept. And it's going to export that file from Google Drive up into my, my Metricool post. Hit continue. Now you see the video is there. It's got the YouTube visualizer with the address, and then it's got buy this beat here. Now I don't have the address to buy the beat yet. That's fine. We're scheduling this out till 12 o'clock today, which is about 3 hours from now for me, or actually 2 hours now. We're almost 10 o'clock now. So it's about 2 hours away. So there's no rush here. Everything is going to be really simple to set up. For TikTok, I need to fix these things on the bottom here. It's going to tell me, hey, there's something wrong here. So I need to do the auto publish for TikTok. So I'm going to click on TikTok, and it's asking me who can see the video. I'm going to make it public and collapse that. Now I only have two things. I need to put a title in for YouTube and set the audience. So I'm going to click on YouTube, and I'm going to put in the title, right? So I can start with 99. I've already got that kind of on a list there, so I'll just need to change it, right? Undefeated beat, right? The audience configuration, no, it's not made for kids. I can select the category, which is going to be music. If I want to put tags or whatever there, I can put tags there if I want. But the cool thing about this is set up for Twitter, Facebook stories. It's set up for Instagram stories, my Threads account, TikTok, YouTube Shorts as well. So this one post is going to go out to all of those different different social medias all at the same time. So I don't have to go make a post in each and every single one. And you can see what it looks like, because here's what it's going to look like on Twitter. Here's what it's going to look like on Facebook. Here's what it's going to look like on Instagram. Here's what it's going to look like on Threads. Here's what it's going to look like on TikTok. Here's what it's going to look like on YouTube. So I'm going to go ahead and schedule it, but I got to remember to come back and change and put the address in for PayHip, right? So this is uploading the video now. It's a short video. It's 1 minute, so it's probably not going to take all that long to upload. and it'll schedule it and put it in the calendar. And at 12 o'clock my time, it's going to go out to all of the different social media sites that I needed to go out to, advertising what I'm doing. So now my whole goal is to get the beat actually on to PayHip as a product. So if somebody hears it today and they want to buy it, they can actually buy it. So let's go ahead and do that. We're going to leave that up. We can close this Google Drive now. We don't need that. We can leave that up for right now. I can close this Canva. I don't need that. I don't need that. If I have to come back to it, I will, but I shouldn't have to. We can see the beat is up here on YouTube already. It's already premiered. No views yet, but we'll see what happens, right? It's early in the morning here. It's just about 10 o'clock. On PayHip, now we're getting into the Beatstore like we saw yesterday. I'm going to run through this so that you can see me actually do it. We go to Add New. We're going to do a digital product. And we're going to upload the product file. And that's going to be the untagged beat. So that's on my D drive in Pro Tools, New Joint 21, bounced files. I'm going to be looking for the untagged MP3, which is typically the top one, right? We're going to upload that. We're going to change the name. Oops, my U didn't come out the way that it's supposed to. Okay, here we go. All right, we're going to change the price on it to 99 bucks, right? We need to make the cover image, right? So we don't have a cover image yet. So we talked about that yesterday. So let's go back to Canva. And I'll show you how I do that quickly. Here's the $99 Beats cover image. So I'm going to click on that. Remember yesterday I was telling you the only thing I need to do is change the title. So we're going to make it New Joint 21, Undefeated. Oops. It's going to pretty much leave it in the same spot where it was. If I want to make it bigger, I can. I can go up here and change it just a little bit. We can do that sometimes. It's not a big deal. And then I'm going to download this. I'm going to make sure that it's a PNG. I want to limit the file size maybe to like 2,000 kilobytes. I want it to be under 2 megabytes because I think for the site it has to be under 2 megabytes. I want to limit the size to that. I'm going to make it 1400 by 1400. I'll leave that the same way and just download it. And it should be in my downloads pretty quickly, right? Now, one other thing I do want is I need the address for this beat from YouTube. So I'm going to get the shareable link. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to upload my picture first. So I'm going to go to my downloads. Grab the picture and upload it. Then I'm going to embed audio or video and paste the YouTube link. Cool, right? So all of that's done. The only other thing I really need, I'm going to go back here into this file. I want all of this information. I want to select all and copy. I'm going to take all that information and paste it here because it just really needs to be the same information. I'm going to take off the buy this beat because we're creating the product right now. So we don't need the link there because they're already going to be on that link. I want to make it visible so everybody can see it. I'm going to go to the advanced options. This is an exclusive beat, so I only want to sell it one time. So I'm going to make this only allowable to be sold one time. And I pretty much have everything. Everything is uploaded. I've got the price. I've got the picture, the cover picture, and then I've got the video attached. I've got all the information that's necessary for the artist. I've got it visible. I've limited the number of times. I'm going to go ahead and add the product. Now I have the address for the product page. So I'm going to copy that and I'm going to go into my YouTube and I'm going to put that address here nearby this beat. So if they want to go directly to that page, they can. From YouTube, they can go directly to this page. Right? So now, the only other thing we really need to go back and do is go back into Metricool. I see on today's date, I see it's scheduled, and I'm going to take that same PayHip. I'm going to take the PayHip address for the Beat Sales website and put it here, so that if somebody goes from one of the stories or the reels, they can buy from there, you know. So we're going to go ahead and hit schedule again. And now that's ready to go. At 12 o'clock, that's going to come out and is going to go to all of my social medias, right? So, you know, we ran through quite a few things, but we're done now. You know, if we go back here to products, if I go to my products, I've got the exclusive Beat Joint 21 here. It's all ready to go, you know. So you know, if you're efficient and you have a process down, you don't have to take forever to actually get your stuff out there. You need some tools. Pretty much everything that I used today was free except for Canva. Canva has a free tier though. You know, I use some things from the pro stuff from Canva or whatever because the videos are a little bit better and they've got more stuff that you can use. But most everything that I use today is pretty much free. So if you get the system down, you can actually look really good, look professional, look like you got it together, look like you got a brand going on, not take a whole lot of time to actually upload things, and you have a process for getting your beats out there to be sold, right? So that's kind of the where I'm going with this video and kind of maybe with this series. Just kind of, I wanted you to see the process because I told you how to set it up yesterday, but I wanted you to see the process also of like, this is how you're going to actually go through and do this so that it's effective in you setting up your beat store, getting your beats out there for people to actually see it and they can actually buy it. So once your store is set up, you got to know how to like upload it. So that's kind of what I wanted to do today. So thanks a lot for hanging out with me. This is your boy Knock Rio. If you have questions or concerns, definitely hit me up. Let me know what you think in the comments. Give me a thumbs up on this one. Subscribe to the channel, and we'll talk to you soon. Everybody have a great one. Peace.